Ethics are the moral principles that govern the appropriate conduct for individuals and organizations. Journalists must always conduct themselves ethically. There's nothing more important to a news organization than accuracy, which means getting all the facts right and always seeking the truth. Consistent accuracy gives the journalist and the news organization credibility or a reputation for being right. Credible news organizations strive to be fair and independent, that is, free from influence of government or business or individuals. Journalists frequently face situations that test their integrity, that quality of possessing inner sense of knowing right from wrong and adhering to high moral principles or professional standards. Often, journalists have to decide the honorable way to handle a source or the right way to deal with information they get from a source. Journalists who act with integrity are honest in their reporting, and they're honest with readers and viewers about where they get their information. This principle of honesty is the reason many news organizations discourage or sometimes even ban the use of anonymous sources, except in extraordinary cases. Anonymous sources are sources who don't want to be named. News organizations now encourage transparency, which means writing into the story where the information came from and allowing the public to decide for itself whether or not to believe the story. Journalists are also expected to keep their distance from the people and organizations they cover so they can be impartial when they write about them. Impartial means being objective and putting aside personal opinions. It also means avoiding conflict of interest. Copying from others is also something that's not allowed. It's not allowed in school, not allowed in journalism. Plagiarism is, of course, the copying of work of others and passing it off as your own. It's the same thing as stealing, and it is never allowed. There's also no fiction writing in journalism, and fabrication is fiction writing. Fabrication covers everything from making up quotes and details to make a story more exciting or interesting to writing a whole story that didn't happen. It's important to remember that journalists, student journalists even, have those ethics that they need to adhere to as they do their jobs to report the news to the public.